Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the regular Commissioners Court meeting for Thursday, September the 22nd. All Commissioner Court members are present. First item is to discuss take possible action on approval of payroll number 19 for the period ending September 16th.
I move we approve payroll number 19.
And I'll second that.
Motion is second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discuss and take possible action on approval of personnel action forms. As y'all can see, there is a stack of them here. Most of them are, give us a general statement if you wouldn't mind.
These are the changes that we went through in the budget workshop and in the new budget. So it's the PEO, the addition of the PEO, it's the new WIG, it's all the realignments, all the vacant positions. I've gone over them, Ernesto's gone over them, Olga's gone over them, so it's everything that was approved in the budget. There's a bunch of them.
Perfect. Thank you.
I move we approve personal action forms.
I will second that.
Motion is second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on approval of the 2022-2023 renewal of the medical insurance with Texas Association of Counties.
Okay, this is, our renewal came in at 1.5%, which is excellent. And so I'm asking the court to approve that and to stay with the PAC, and that the employee premium will stay the same.
The only thing I've heard negative about this from the employees is that they go here to get x-rays done, they charge them a lot of money.
They should not, it's 100% covered, so that's a problem we have with that.
Well, then we need to seal that because,
Yeah, I'll make a call.
yeah, call them because they're sitting everybody in San Antonio. If you want it for free, go to San Antonio.
Yeah.
So-
No,
We're talking about over here at the hospital?
Yes.
yes, that
Okay.
should not, that's an issue with.
They paid me to get one.
I'll give them all.
No, I'm kidding.
But anyways, that's, I want to bring that to your attention.
No, we'll check on that.
I'll move that we approve the renewal of medical insurance for Texas Association of Counties.
Second.
Motion is second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on approval of the following Commissioner Court meeting minutes. We have June 30th, 2022, July 14th, 2022, July 28th, 2022, August 11th, 2022.
I will make a motion to accept them as written.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on line item transfers.
Yes, we have a couple of line item transfers. First one's from JP4. She's moving $1,829 out of office supply into a couple of other accounts. We have one from elections, moving $19,398 out of contracts and other services, going to comp time, FICA, office supply, repair and maintenance, and seasonal workers. We have one from county admin. We were over on several accounts in our non-departmental. We had other expenses with $200,000 budgeted in there. We haven't used any. We're moving some of that out. Treasurer's office shifting from capital outlay to equipment, $4258. Auditor's office moving at $9,315. Most of that is to cover our part-time temp employee. We didn't budget his salary, so we're moving out of capital outlay to those. And then we have two from our DA, moving $3,500 out of office supply into equipment for a new laptop for the civil prosecutor, and then $3,000 out of fuel lubricants into equipment for a printer. And then the last one that we have, we are moving money out of our reserves in the general fund into the sheriff's office. The big one on there is to purchase the 8 vehicles that we agreed to purchase at the end of this fiscal year that were not budgeted at all. And then radios, scrubber, printers for those vehicles, and ammo licenses for the new Tiger. That's going to be installed in those 8 new vehicles. And that's the last one.
I'll make a motion to approve the line item transfers.
And I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? While we just hit that subject, Maggie Squirers, please stand up and Be accounted for, Maggie, starting October 1st, will be the new civil lawyer in the DA's office. So if you haven't met Maggie, take some time to visit with her because she's going to be around a lot. So thank you. Welcome aboard.
Is there such a thing?
What?
A civil lawyer?
A civil lawyer?
Yeah.
Depends on which day it is.
Yes.
Depends on which day it is, okay? Next, we have discuss take possible action on budget amendments. I take it we have none. Next, we have discuss take possible action on approval of final ARPA installment for East Medina, SUD.
So this one's gonna be the final out of the three, or $318,715. And that was after we reviewed all their expenses for the previous two installment plans.
Okay?
Can we get about a 5-minute presentation from Bruce? I mean, he's just sitting here.
For $18,000?
Where's Bruce? Oh, shoot. Did you want to say something, Bruce?
Well, I just want to say thank you all for Old Friends. And invite any commissioner, I know we've already invited the auditor, but any of y'all want to take a field trip and come down and see what we've done, just give me a holler and we'll make arrangements to show you our new tanks, our new pumps, our generators, and these funds help keep structure. We appreciate that.
So we're ready for Snowmageddon too?
We're close. Actually, we are. We believe we can handle it and continue. We did most of it last time, but yeah, we're good.
Perfect.
But thank you all very much for sharing those funds with us.
You're welcome.
Bruce, and I want to say one thing. I want to thank you for spearheading this thing, to get these funds dispersed to the water districts we have within the county. If anybody was watching the news last night, regular news, sounded like San Antonio just fixing to do the same thing with a price tag of about $202 million. And hopefully it sounds like Yancey Water has done their due diligence.
Yes, sir.
I know y'all have, because I've been watching y'all do it. This is a big step forward for Medina County to get into, hopefully, this won't happen again. But if it does, hopefully we'll have it handled.
Well, in addition to the generators, we're also able to build a capacity to help support the growth of the county, the rural areas. So it's all been a win-win for all of us. And again, just thank you all very much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the final ARPA installment to East Medina.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on payment of Leslie Crowe an invoice under local government code 262.024 discretionary exemptions. Mr. Crowe has a bid for us of $45,000. If y'all would recall that we approved in court on 8/11, we want to make the final payment to him before October 1.
Before the end of this.
Before the end of this period, but this is for him to redo the interior of the courthouse, the old courthouse. Fix it.
Has he done it?
Has he done anything over there? Anybody been over there?
No, he has not. He has not. We approved it, but with this invoice, we would go over the $50,000 for the fiscal year, and that's why we have to approve that discretionary exemption in order for him to do it this fiscal year.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to approve the payment.
So we're paying him in full before we get any work?
No, we're paying him only $10,000. He's only asking
Oh,
for $10,000 upfront.
He's,
Okay, I saw the wrong one.
you're gonna set it aside though, right?
Yes, and the expense will still come out in this fiscal year.
He's gonna
Okay.
take it out, we won't write the check, but it'll be sitting in, what do you call, not escrow,
It'll be encumbered.
encumbered.
Okay.
Same thing we did with those cars, $500-something thousand worth of cars, so we could get them into this year's budget cycle. I have a motion, did I have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion in 2 seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on approval of accounts payable.
Yes, the total $695,317.41. On the cover page, you'll see the over $10,000 checks, the 2 wire payments. We had add-ons that the checks will be printed today for this fiscal year. Then we also had add-ons that the checks won't be cut until October 3rd for the new fiscal year. And I did add one in writing, for postage for the sheriff's office and the annex. Since court won't be meeting for 3 weeks, they might run out.
Okay?
Gilbert, do you know if we have any other prisoners out of town? I see where we have a payment to Kerr County for $43,000. Do we have other prisoners in different counties?
Yes, we do. In different counties.
It'd be nice to have them a mailing address in Medina County, after January 1st, we'll be able to house those people.
If the jail is open, yes.
If the jail is open, yeah.
We budgeted with the plan of it opening January 1. So those checks will quit.
Yeah, I don't know what the other housing is, but this is 43,000 right here, just going out the window each month.
Yep.
Not counting the going up there, hauling the doctor and everything else.
Yep. No, we're paying for part of Kirk County's jail. So we have been for years, but that'll stop as soon as the jail's finished.
Fix it.
I'll move to approve accounts payable, and I do not see any exceptions.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed a possible action on approval of the disbursement of funds since the last Commissioners Court.
Yes, utilities in the amount of $4,399.82.
I move we approve the disbursements of funds and that's Commissioner's Court.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed a possible action on approval of the quarterly investment report.
Yes, and I'm happy to say we are now caught up.
Are we making money at
Yes.
1% interest? Or whatever?
Interest rates are rising.
That's good.
I'm gonna go over the last, quarter, it was from April through June of this year. On the first page after the cover page, we have CDs found it at $3,875,000. Tech pool prime, we have a total of $7,194,324.05. Money market, $6,143,035.77. And total cash, $20,042,767.60, which gives us a total cash and investments of $37,255,127.42. The next page is a breakdown of the CDs and the interest rates being paid and the maturity date. These were all done through FNC. At the time, they had outstanding interest rates, and right after we purchased those, interest rates went, nobody into it, no, they went way up.
Oh, they did?
Yes, but we're still getting pretty good rates on most of them.
What are the rates?
The best one on this one is 2.3, and I'm sorry, I can't remember what the interest.
That beats 0.6 of a couple of years ago, doesn't it?
Anyway, in comparison with the 3-month T-bill, which is at the end of June was getting 1.66%, we're doing pretty well.
Good.
And I'll be moving, getting with the department, the commissioner and with you about moving money back into tech. Because the rates are getting better than the banks.
Right?
Got the guarantee pennies.
Move to approve the quarterly investment report.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have discussed take possible action on approval of the proposed investment policy for fiscal year 2022-2023.
Yes, the only change is that since Judge Schuchart will be retiring, I know he's gonna hate being investment officer.
Back to, don't forget,
Anyway, Commissioner Neuman has agreed to step in as the other investment officer.
I hope you do a better job than we did.
You know, back then, nothing. He
Does that mean he has to go to that school?
Yeah, make him go that.
I think he needs to go to that school. Don't you think so, Commissioner Beck?
I believe
That was a highly,
You need a motion?
I'll volunteer to go to
No,
this.
that was for the
Yeah.
investment committee, that's.
Okay.
that's the investment committee that you disbanded.
Yes.
As long as
Okay.
they-
Okay.
And I'll go to school.
Thank you. Well, we got all kinds of exciting information out of that one.
Okay.
I'll go as long as it's not in Austin.
No, it's usually not in Austin.
Good.
Downtown also.
6th Street. Go ahead.
I'll move
Do we have a motion?
I'll move that we approve the investment policy for fiscal year 22 to 23.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have visitors' public comment. Ms. Mona Walters.
Could you please let Ms. Clark go first?
Ms. Julie Clark, you're first. Now, you signed up twice. Do you want to talk twice?
I do, yes, but this is going to be a different topic. I would like to speak on item 26 when that is on the table.
Okay.
You want me to do it then or now? It's up to you.
You can do it now. So go ahead and we'll give you 3 minutes on one and 3 minutes on the other. How's that?
Oh, sure, okay.
Because we have actually a very long agenda today. So if you don't mind just doing, hitting them both at 3 minutes apiece.
Yep.
Commissioner Lynch is your timekeeper.
Okay, sounds good.
Go
I'll
for
get
it.
both. Okay, so first one. So my name is Julie Clark. I am here on behalf of the Medina County Republican Party. As President Joe Biden's open border crisis continues with 2.1 million illegal aliens crossing the southwest border, Texas counties continue declaring invasions and calling upon Governor Abbott and the state of Texas to secure the southern border. On Tuesday, Collin County joined 30 other counties declaring an invasion at the county level and calling upon Texas to repel the invasion at our border per Article 1, Section 10, Clause 3 of the U.S. Constitution. Collin County highlighted some of the same issues we have here: health, safety, and welfare of our residents in our county, as being under imminent threat from the unprecedented level of illegal immigration, human trafficking, and drug smuggling across the United States border from Mexico. Texas has been sounding the alarm for over a year now regarding the devastation of property, livelihood, and human life. Kinney County Attorney Brent Smith recently compared the border county to a third world country. We have got to start going on the offense. We have got to start preventing crossings from occurring. The amount of money we're spending is not securing the border. It's basically trying to keep Texas alive. Securing the border and protecting Texas is one of the 8 GOP priorities. Here are the counties that have currently filed a declaration of invasion: Collin County, Kinney County, Goliad, Terrell, Parker, Wise, Edwards, Atascosa, Presidio, Tyler, Live Oak, Rockwall, Johnson, Wilson, Hardin, Chambers, Ellis, Orange, Liberty, Throckmorton, Madison, Jasper, Wichita, Clay, Jack, Hunt, Montague, Ford, Wharton, and Burnett. Medina County continues to be missing from this list. That's the end of this one.
Okay.
Okay. So the next topic I wanted to talk about is item number 26 on the agenda, with the salaries for 22-23. The only question that I have on the salaries that I wanted to bring to the attention, I'm good across the board, I'm sure most people are, but the only one that I think is out of line is the constables' salaries. And when you look at Texas constables, their average salary is $46,000 here in the state of Texas. When you look at the surrounding counties, you have Kerr County, where they are paid $52,000. You have Val Verde County, which are paid $46,000. Atascosa County, they're at $51,000. Bandera County is even higher than us at almost $40,000. So we would truly like to see our constables who work hard to protect the people and serve our community get paid what they need to be paid to protect the county. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here to speak on the first thing that she spoke about, the border invasion declaration. The essence of a representative republic is that we elect officials to represent us according to the law, which is the Constitution of the United States. You are not representing our rights or our wishes. You ran for office as Republicans. The moniker implies support for rule of law and limited government and safety of our borders. You are not living up to that. You are not enforcing our constitutional rights, not protecting us. You are allowing the invasion. Also inherent in a representative republic is the idea of gathering citizens together to make their voices heard. We have made our voices heard, and signing the Declaration of Invasion would make our voices heard at higher levels by the governor. The extra sheriff deputies didn't save the lives of the people who perished in the recent accidents that we've had. They didn't prevent the accident. Indeed, deputies' lives were put at risk. The invasion declaration triggers constitutional remedies to our border crisis. That, by definition, is attacking the root problem, not simply addressing the symptoms of the problem. Pressuring the governor to do his actual best, not his lip service best, to keep our state safe is a worthy goal. And those who oppose it show their true allegiance. Spoiler alert, it's not to the people who elected them and pay their salaries. Why would you not want to declare an invasion? Why not do it? And don't tell me the nonsense about the legal terminology. Ted Cruz and Chip Roy, as well as the Kinney County attorney, vetted that legal document, and 31 other counties have signed it. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us. We need to sign the Declaration of Invasion. We need to take a proactive stance and tell the governor where we stand. I ask again, why not do it?
Hear, hear.
Okay. You came in late. Did you want to speak, or are you just visiting, or did you want to speak?
If I may.
this is y'all's last round. If somebody wants to speak, speak now, forever hold your peace. And would you do me a favor when you get through, sign with her so we know who you are but you're gonna identify yourself right now, but typically we ask you to fill out a document, okay?
Yes, sir. Well,
Go
thank
ahead.
you for giving me the opportunity. My name is Ed Sonnen. I live in Castroville. I've been there for 30 years. It's very simple for me. I realize that this is really a federal issue. You gentlemen have a lot more bigger fish to fry than to worry about this. I think it's a federal issue. There's a problem on the right with this. They need to take it up with their governor, with their senators, with their congresspeople. This is a federal issue. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. If the man upstairs came down right now and they had to go through the pearly gates, I don't think he'd be asking them, are you legal or illegal? These are human beings. They live and breathe air just like we do. They are human beings. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to speak.
Please, come on up. Identify yourself.
I will. And you want me to fill the paper out and finish?
Yes, please.
I'm really not prepared to do that, but I am coming forth to talk about the word invasion and invaders. What I would like for the court to recognize is that the cartels are using these people that are coming from other countries to invade our country. The cartels are the invaders. The people that they're using, human traffickers, drug traffickers, they are the invaders. And they are using the people to come in that you may or may not want to call immigrants. They are not immigrants. Immigrants come through our country legally, and they follow the law. The very first thing that somebody comes in and does is break our law, then we deport them. We need to have the governor declare an invasion so that we can get along with our concerns at our levels to free you up to do your job.
Okay. Thank you. And I will just address it one last time, and you can keep addressing it as long as you want, but this document that you want us to sign, I don't care that a lawyer wrote it. Not all lawyers write real well, but words to me are important because I am a lawyer and I've been taught to use words the way they should be used. This document has so many flaws in it, and a lot of them have signed resolutions, not declarations of invasion, and we have signed a resolution.
What about
That is, ma'am,
Hood County?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm talking, just go ahead and let me finish. You've had your chance, okay? So, we're not going to sign something that our governor says is not going to do any good. That document will bring nothing. I've asked you in an email, what will this document bring to this county? And the answer is nothing. It will bring us nothing. Yesterday, our governor declared the cartels terrorists. He did that, and I can tell you that is a symbolic gesture on our governor's part because we don't have terrorist statutes in the state of Texas. So he did it. It won't do us any good. What will do us good are the 6 deputies, the 9 deputies that we actually authorized here to hire, 3 for schools, 6 to go out on the streets, the cars we bought. I will also tell you that I mentioned the last time or several times back, we are part of a declaration of disaster from the governor's office. Medina County is on that. That declaration has teeth in it. As we sit here right now, that gentleman over there, Chief Rodriguez, is working on an $800,000 grant from, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
From the state of Texas because we are part of that declaration of disaster. So for you to say these people aren't doing their jobs, we're doing more than our jobs. We started 7.5 years ago, we had $6 million in the bank. We have built this building, we built a jail, we built a building in Castroville, we bought a building in Devine, we've bought all the property around here, and we've lowered tax rates 7.5%, 7.5 cents per 100, starting with what's going to be passed right now. And we have $20 million in the bank, right? So don't tell me these gentlemen haven't been doing their job. You know, like I said before, you weren't here the other day, Ms. Clark, when I said it. I don't recognize the Medina County Republican Party. We're all Republicans. We should be on the same team. But all I get out of y'all is attacks. Attack, attack, attack. I wish y'all would spend your energy doing something else besides going to Medina Valley ISD school board meetings and coming here to this court to attack these people. You've alienated a U.S. senator. You've alienated our U.S. congressman. You're actually supporting an independent for U.S. Congress, which will then likely get us a Democrat as the next U.S. congressman, because you guys supposedly, as a Republican Party, aren't supporting your own people. You've alienated the state senator-elect coming in. You've alienated our state rep. You've alienated all of us. You've done a lot of work in 3 months. And we're sitting here supposed to take it from y'all. The happiest people in this room, and she's not here, is our Democratic chair. She loves this.
She's sick today.
Okay. Well, tell her I miss her. Okay? But Sandy Young is the happiest person here because of what y'all are doing. And I wish you would devote your energy to something more constructive. But as to the Declaration of Invasion, we're not going to do it. And when our governor says to do it, we will do it.
Can I address your testimony, please?
Let me mention one other thing that you need to know. You come to our election meetings and act like we are committing fraud in election. You attack this gentleman over here, our elections administrator. We've had smooth elections for the last since he's been here, it's been smooth. What you don't know that this court has done is there was a lawsuit filed last summer by Voto Latino, LULAC, and Vote.org, all far-left organizations. They sued the 5 elections administrators in the 5 blue counties: Dallas, Austin, Bexar County, Hidalgo, El Paso, Harris. This gentleman is going to be he is part of a lawsuit because this court authorized, and the suit was saying against the Texas law that says you have to have a physical address to vote, to apply to vote. And they're saying that's unconstitutional. They also said it's unconstitutional that you have to have, the law says you have to have a wet signature on your application. Am I correct? Yes. And they said that's unconstitutional. Texas Public Policy Foundation came to this court and asked us, would we be willing, because you notice the 5 counties or 6 that I mentioned are all very blue. All right? So those election administrators are not going to fight that lawsuit. As we sit here today on October the 6th, Lupe Torres is named as an election administrator in an argument that's going to take place at the 5th Circuit of the United States courts, because 2 counties stepped up to the plate and allowed their names to be thrown in. Texas Public Policy Foundation is representing them. And since then, the Attorney General of the state of Texas has also intervened to fight that same law. So those are things, these guys could have said no, like the other counties that have no courage, that said, oh no, we're not going to step into something like that. These guys did it because they know what's right, they know what's wrong, and they chose to allow this to happen. So those are all things that have happened. You don't know those things that are going on, but we do it. And this county is far better because of it. Did you want to say something?
Well, absolutely, yes. And a lot of the things that you said were actually false. And so, yes, I would like to defend myself.
Well, okay. Why don't you come to my office and let's talk about it?
Well, no, because you said it in public, but you're saying
You want to say it? Go ahead.
Yes.
You got
And
Go
why
ahead.
you decided to attack me today? I did not attack you guys today. I haven't said anything. I talked about the invasion today. So why you directed all of this towards me? I have not said one negative thing to you guys.
Ma'am,
So we
I
are
read your
here-
Facebook
Can I
posts.
finish talking now?
I read your Facebook
They
posts.
heard it before.
Okay, that's fine.
Ma'am, and you just keep it quiet, okay? Go ahead.
So we are here to represent the GOP priorities, and that's what we focus on when we talk about different things. When you talk about school board, we have issues that we focus on school boards. We will be at every school board meeting. We will also be talking about removing inappropriate books in the library. We do have inappropriate books, so we will be at the school boards. There's also an SB law that says that we can now donate to every school in God We Trust with a flag on there. So yes, we are gonna really support our children. We're gonna support the values of our United States of America and our Constitution, and we will continue to do that. I'm sorry that you do not like me. I know that you recruited my opponent to run against me so that I would not win. Yes, we do go to the election board meetings. You guys did not know he was on the election board, and so we called you guys out on it. You don't know what the election laws are, and so we have been calling you out to making sure that we have safe elections and we follow the Texas election codes. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but we will stick to the law and we will continue to represent the people in this county and make sure that they're informed. And it doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, we're gonna share every voting record and make sure that people are educated on the candidates and where they stand on issues. We don't ever direct anyone on who to vote for, but we are gonna be here to educate everybody and let them know what they support, where their vote is, in line with our values as a platform and resolutions for the GOP. And if that offends you, then maybe you should look at a different party than the Republican Party.
Wow. Doesn't offend me at all. Following the law is what I like to do, and that's what I've been doing all my life. So now we are going to stand in adjournment until 10 o'clock.